Welcome to this video, which is a quick start guide on how to do question answering on a document. Here in this case, the document is a PDF, and we're going to do it with the help of OpenAI and Langchain. Document QA or question answering is a system in which we have a PDF and we ask questions on the PDF using the large language model. In this video, we're going to take a research paper and we're going to analyze the research paper and read the research paper with the help of the document QA system. As the first step, let's install LangChain, OpenAI, ChromaDB, PyPDF, and Tick token. OpenAI is the language model that we're going to consider. LangChain is the framework which we're going to use. The documents that we are going to take, that is the PDF, has to be converted into something called as document objects, and we convert them into embeddings. Embeddings are nothing but floating point numbers, but these documents are going to be expressed as floating point numbers, and they have to be stored in what is called as a vector store database. And the vector store database that we are going to consider is ChromaDB. And since we need to read a PDF, we make use of PyPDF. The input PDF can be from any source. In my case, it is from my Google Drive. And so I'm mounting my Google Drive. As a second step, we need to authenticate our API key. So we import OpenAI, and in OpenAI.api key, remember to give your key. It can either be in the form of a string or it can be from the environment, which is the most acceptable way. To perform the QA, we make use of either a chat completion model or a text completion model. Chat completion models like GPT 3.5 Turbo 0613 have a lesser cost, and so we make use of the chat completion model. Since we are making use of a chat completion model, we import chat OpenAI, which is a class that we use in LangChain to access the chat completion models of OpenAI. To extract the text from the PDF and also the metadata associated with the pages in the PDF, we make use of PyPDF loader, and then we load the PDF. Once we load the PDF, we need to convert them into document objects, which is the basis on which a document QA system accesses and answers. To perform this, we call the loader.load method, which returns a list of document objects. Each document contains a page content, and it also has some metadata about the PDF. Let me print the number of pages in my document. It is 12, and when I print the pages, they are document objects with the page content and the metadata. The basic idea behind document QA is all the contents of this text are going to be stored as embeddings of floating point numbers. And then even if there are some 12 pages, when I ask a query, only that page which is required has to be taken from the database of 12 pages. And the language model actually asks question only on those pages in which the relevant answer might be present. This is the need for a vector store database. This also reduces the number of tokens that I send to the OpenAI model to get my response. Many ways I can embed my documents into floating point numbers. There are many embeddings available, and in this video, we are going to make use of the OpenAI embeddings. So let's summarize the steps in a document QA. We split the document into pages, and then we embed them with embeddings, and then we store them in a vector store. So that the idea is there is a perfect indexing of these pages in such a way that retrieval of the pages for my query is faster. First, we load the PDF into a set of document objects using PyPDF loader. We initialize the OpenAI embeddings model. We pass the embeddings to the vector store index creator. After we create the index, we call from loaders on the index creator. This will pass the document objects that were created by the PyPDF loader. The basis behind document QA is the vector store index. It is a search index. And the idea is to make fast semantic search on this text index. This index is created by vector store index creator in LangChain. So first, since we are using embedding, we import embedding from OpenAI.api resources. And since we are creating an index for the documents, we are using vector store index creator. With the help of this index object, we will run a semantic search query on the PDF content. This index we will query, for which we will pass the language model and the question. This is the highest level of abstraction with which we can perform document QA. In the next video, we will see how to do this document QA, in which there are multiple steps actually involved. The actual splitting of the document into chunks of data and the subsequent embedding, specifying in which database we want to store this. In this case, we have not mentioned anything because vector store index creator class takes care of it. It's the highest level of abstraction in which makes use of the Chroma DB and creates the vector and helps us get the result faster. This is the fastest way to get the document QA system. So the first question I ask on it is, who are the authors of the paper? What are their affiliations? I'm trying to read the paper, so I'm trying to summarize the methodology employed. Then I want the list of papers between the years 2012 and 2015. I want to know what is the data set which was used. I want to know what is the research that they are investigating. Main thing I want to know in any paper, what are the implications of the result? And also, if any experiments can be carried out to answer any further question. Understanding the literature survey is very important. What work have the researchers previously done on this title? And I ask it to format the output as a bulleted list of points. And I have a bulleted list of points, 1, 2, etc. Thank you.